resource person, Dr. Christabell PJ, who is here to deliver a talk on navigating career success through
please.
who's here to deliver a talk on navigating career success through campus placements. On behalf of Team Agora and all the participants, a very warm welcome to you, Madam. I'd like to welcome our principal, Dr. S.V. Manoj sir, who is not here in this meeting today, and all the members of SN College Kollam, that is teachers of SN College Kollam, and all the participants to this session. Now I invite Dr. Jisha S., the General Convener of AGORA 2023 and IQAC Coordinator, SN College Kollam, to introduce our resource person. Teacher.
Shija, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Teacher, I can hear you. I can hear you.
ഷീജ വെൽക്കം പറഞ്ഞോ? എനിക്ക് കേൾക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നില്ലായിരുന്നു.
ഹലോ
ഷീജ വെൽക്കം പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നോ? എനിക്ക് കേൾക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നു. Okay. Thank you, Shija. I'm so happy to introduce our speaker today formally. Dr. Christabell PJ is the convener of Kerala University Placement Cell and Associate Professor at Department of Economics, University of Kerala. Dr. Christabell obtained her PhD and Masters in Economics from Department of Economics, University of Kerala. Her research contributions include 8 academic books, 15 Rufford journal articles, 7 chapters in books, 4 conference proceedings, 4 technical reports, and 35 popular articles. Dr. Christabell has 5 paper presentations outside India, 15 international conference papers, and 42 invited talks and 12 television channel discussions. 14 PhDs were awarded from her guidance. Dr. Christabell's research is funded by UGC, KSHEC, University of Kerala, ICSSR, Kerala State Higher Education Council, and Kerala State Planning Board. Dr. Christabell is a visiting professor of DISC Collective, University of Toronto, Canada, and was a recipient of K.N. Raj Fellowship by CDS. Dr. Christabell is appointed as a member of the Working Group on Women and Empowerment and Kerala Development and Innovative Strategy Council, Government of Kerala. On behalf of Srinarayana College Kollam and IQAC and Team Agora 2023, I wholeheartedly welcome Dr. Christabell to start your talk on navigating career success through campus placements. Over you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction. Thank you for this great opportunity to talk to a multidisciplinary group which belongs to not only from Kerala but from other parts of the country. Let me start my presentation right away so that we need not waste our time. So can you please tell me whether you can see my presentation? Is it okay?
Not at Kemo.
I'm sorry. I'll try once again. Is it coming now? No.
Shija, is it okay?
Not okay.
Is it coming?
Okay.
Not it, ma'am.
Not it?
No, it's coming.
Now it's coming. Yeah. Yes. So I'm not wasting much time because it is late in the evening, and we all are
full screen, ma'am.
Screen.
Full screen, please.
It is not. It's. Can you view my PowerPoint?
Yeah, we can view, but it is not in the full screen mode.
Oh, really? Okay. Then I'll try once again. Yeah. How is it now?
Yeah, PPT came.
Ah, I have put it in full screen only.
Ma'am, could you go to view? Could
Yeah.
you go to view, slideshow, record view?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
The top menu, you can see view.
Yeah, it's
Then,
there.
then,
Yeah.
then please go for reading view.
Reading view. Okay.
It's fine,
Now
fine,
it's, yeah, sorry. Sorry
perfect.
for the technical issues. I'm sorry for that. Let us start. So the title is about navigating career success through campus placements. So I am here more of uh, sharing my experience as a convener of University Placement Cell, University of Kerala, rather than a professor, which is there in Department of Economics, associate professor in Department of Economics. So our prime aim today is to just to say something about how as an educator, because we all are teachers, we are all professors, some of you might be administrators, and we are working with the students, the new generation students. They have their own goals, they have their own dreams about their career, and also the type of jobs, the dream jobs which are there in their mind. So we are trying to help them in order to convert their degrees which they earn from the universities or colleges in the form of a job. So that is what we are trying to do as a placement cell officer of the University of Kerala. I'm also doing the same thing day in and day out. I was discussing the same thing with Jisha madam. This is my third program which is related to placement cell today, because I had a program with chemistry department here. We had a 1 day long program, and we discussed a lot about the careers regarding chemistry. And we had another program at 5 o'clock, which had a interaction with the students regarding the staff selection commission, how do they conduct the exams, and so on. And this is the third program. I'm saying something about how we can go ahead with careers and other things. Okay, so as far as the word meaning of career is concerned, we all know the difference between a career and a job. The career means you are helping someone, or you are having an occupation or profession, and that may need a special training, because as a academician, I know that it is not easy to become an academician. You need a lot of training, because you may go for a PhD, and you may improve your writing skills, communication skills, that kind of things need a lot of training at different points of time, and that is there throughout your life. You can't stop the training, you can't stop the learning at one point of your life. It is there throughout. So that is actually what a career means. But at the same time, in the case of job, a paid position of regular employment is called a job. So we all know, everyone had a dream job in our mind. I myself changed about 10 jobs in my life. That includes an assignment in a foreign country. I worked with private universities. I worked in government colleges, two government colleges. Now I am with university. Even inside the university, I worked in two different departments. So the jobs may keep on changing, but the career is the basic thing which we need to inculcate with the students. So it is in this context, in this broad context, we are talking about how we can convert, or how we can help the students to have a journey from the campus life to a successful career. So that is an important phase in every student's life. So if a student needs to reach a successful career, naturally that student needs a lot of information. that need not only the job opportunities which are available outside, but also how to reach there. What are the skills the student need to acquire during the period of study, and also how the student has to present himself or herself before the employer when they are conducting recruitments. So a lot of information is very much important for the student, because we all know that nowadays the job market is really competitive. If you ask me as a placement officer, I can say that a lot of jobs are there. And these companies, they come to me and they say that we have this much openings, this much positions are there. And when I start doing the process of placements, that is not that much easy, because I may start with 400 students. Okay, that is my experience. I conducted 8-9 job fairs and recruitment drives, physical recruitment drives, and what I could find is that the employer will be starting with 400 or 500 students, then they will be ending with 5 students or 4 students. Okay, the offer letter will be given to 3 or 4 students. So that is a huge huge process which involves in the recruitment process. The reason is that the job market is highly competitive, and the companies, they will take only the candidates whom the companies feel that they will be useful in the future. Okay, so it is a great responsibility over us, the educators. We thought that earlier we thought that we are teachers. We used to teach. We engage a lot of hours with our students. We give out lectures. Sometimes we may guide our students for doing research. Sometimes we may help them financially when some students are not financially good. Sometimes we may sit and listen to them and give some counseling, mental health support systems you may give. But now it is not what the student needs, or we may need to do much more than all those things. Those things are well and good, and we are to do all those things for our students. But at the same time, the educator needs to guide the students so that the students can navigate the tough journey from the campus life to a very successful career. So in order to reach that area, that space, or that goal, naturally a lot of strategies are there, and we need to give some tips to achieve the success. So it is in this context I'm putting my presentation. The scheme of presentation is something like this, where I have small sections because in order to keep myself confined to what I'm trying to say. Yeah, there will be 4 sections in the presentation, and I'll be going through it. I'll start with why the career planning is crucial, and what is the role of the educator, and what all tips we can give to the students, and in the last section I will try to share some of my experiences, how we deal with all these issues, and how we present ourselves before NAC and so on. Yeah, so let us start with the first section on why career planning is crucial for student success. So we all know that the students are very serious as far as their career is concerned. There is no doubt about it. But especially the place which I am working, this is a university, and the students, they write an entrance exam in order to get a seat in university, and they keep on trying different things when they are in the university. So they plan their career. There is no doubt about it. But at the same time, we must ask 2 questions: whether their planning is having a right direction, or is it in the right direction, or they are focused in doing the whole thing. So these are the 2 questions we can ask them. And if you ask them, and if you ask your student whether you are having a clear cut idea about what you are pursuing of, then naturally there won't be a very good answer you will be getting from your student. They may have some plans. Some students may have, this is my plan A, and maybe civil service is the plan A. Another student may say that, yeah, for me plan A is to become an assistant professor, and plan B will be the civil service, and so on. So that is the most important thing a student has to do. They must have a proper direction while they go for career planning, and they must focus in order to achieve that particular career goal. For that, they need constant motivation. They may get disturbed, they may get demotivated while they go forward, when they pursue their career. And also, we all know that some students may be very good in studies, but at the same time, some other students, they may be very much good in their passions. Okay, they are passionate on some interesting things which you might not have imagined, and that may help them to come up. I have some experiences with some of my students. One of my students, she is very good in painting. She paints, or she sketches caricatures and other things. So one day I asked her, why can't you try designing online, in online and other things? And I gave some kind of tips to her. Now you may be amazed to see that she designs a lot of things. I think you can see here, this book is designed by that girl, and all the pages that is designed by her, and she is a wonderful designer nowadays, and she makes money out of it. So only thing, we need to find what kind of passions, what kind of interests they have. Sometimes that the students which we have in our hands may not be that much interested in the subject you are teaching, but they may have something else with them. Sometimes they may be very much passionate about teaching. Sometimes they may be very passionate about writing. So it is very easy for an educator, a teacher, can find it out, because the students, they will come to you, they will talk to you, and in many of the cases you can find out what are the real interests they are having. So if we are good in finding that passions of the students, we can naturally give them some kind of guidance, or some kind of tips to the students. And also, we all know that a lot of opportunities is there outside the world, but at the same time, our problem is that the opportunities, even if the opportunities are there, the skills which are there with the students, that may not match. We do have a course on a program on MA Financial Economics. Okay, so the financial economics means a lot of opportunities that is there outside the campus. But most of the students, they are not skilled. They are not in a position to come up. I ask them, you go to Coursera, or you go to Udemy, or you go to some other websites and try to pick up the financial accounting skills, financial data analytics skills, so that you can grab a lot of opportunities which are there outside the campus. So the maximizing the opportunities is very much important for a successful academic and professional journey. And we all know that some people, they feel that if they get the job, especially the first job, they achieved everything. But that may not be the right thing, because getting a first job may be easy, and we usually say that getting the second job is the toughest thing in the life. Okay, you may get a job in a very young age, but if you quit it and if you try to go for a second job, it may be difficult for you to find a job. Okay, so and the jobs are not that much important, but the career, what is the long-term roadmap you are keeping before you, that is more important. We must able to I'm sorry, we must be able to tell the students that kind of things. And given this particular short introduction, let me say something about what is the role of educators like you and me, because we all are in very responsible positions. For me, as you know, that I am not only a professor, but I am given another charges and other things by the university. So we have a lot of roles as educators. And when it comes to delivering our roles, we need to know something about our generation, the new generation which we are dealing with, because we are dealing with the generation who actually have born after 2000. Okay, so we all know that what is actually happening in the last 20 or 22 years. There is a sea change in the whole process, or whole scenario of job market and technology, as well as attitude, outlook, ideologies, ideas, and so on. Okay, so they are really aware of a lot of things, and sometimes we who belong to the earliest century, we may be lagging a bit behind the new generation of youths whom we are dealing with. Okay, but they have a lot of challenges. That is a truth, especially before the new generation, and they are struggling with a lot of things, especially in many of the cases, especially people like me. We are highly specialist in nature. I did PhD in a particular area. Then whichever projects I have conducted, the research projects, I keep on working on that particular area only. So for the years together, I have some books, I have some articles, and I am keeping on working in that particular area only. I'm a specialist. But what the new generation is needed, or the job market is needing, and is actually asking from the new generation, is that they must be generalist. Okay, so we are making them to become specialists, but at the same time, what the companies, what the corporates, they are asking for something like interdisciplinarity, something like multidisciplinarity, or transdisciplinarity, and so on. I'll give you an example. I have one student here. He completed his PG in MA Economics, and during we taught that guy during the period of COVID. So the classes, the physical classes were not there. We were teaching the students online. During that time, that guy has finished 22 small courses in Coursera. Okay, so in his third semester, he got an appointment with TCS, Tata Consultancy Services. Mind you, he is from economics background, but he got an offer in Tata Consultancy Services as a senior software engineer. Okay, so that guy, when he was at home, he studied programming, he studied coding, and he could show that he is good for working in Tata Consultancy Services. So he was hired. They are not looking for engineers nowadays. The corporates, when they come to talk to people like me, the placement officers, they say that we do not need the engineers. We need the people who are there from science background. You give me any number of students you give me, we are ready to take them. So only thing, they should be flexible in nature. They should able to go and trans the borders, and they should able to learn what is there outside their area of purview. So they should be ready to have lifelong learning. They must able to integrate with the corporate life and the other kind of needs. They need to improve their interlinkages, interdisciplinarity, and other things. But even though we are talking about our students who are very much very much informed and so on. But at the same time, we know that we keep our students under control, and even we think that our students are our children, and we keep them in a very comfortable positions. But at the same time, when it comes to moving from the campus life to the corporate life, naturally the students need to break up. They need to go away from the comfort zones. Okay, so they need to explore the unfamiliar landscapes. So they should be familiar for that. So naturally, it is our duty to help them to explore that unfamiliar terrain outside the campus. And once I was asked to give a presentation to the archaeology department. So what I did, I collected some information on behalf of the archaeologist, because we always think that after finishing archaeology, what a student is going to do. So for the students, what I did is that I collected some information from the internet. It is only internet, and I listed it out. What kind of jobs these archaeologists are having outside the campus. So it is amazed. I was amazed to see that it is something around 29 positions or 29 types of jobs or specializations are there for an archaeologist. So the same thing I did for many subjects, especially for Arabic, because we think that for a language, a person who is studying language, what that person is going to do after his studies, maybe after his MA or after her PG, her UG or something like that. But I was again amazed to see that for a person who have finished PG in Arabic, they have immense opportunities in the international field. Last month, I collected information from the students. I collected the CVs from our students and submitted with the Intelligence Bureau of Government of India. And they are recruiting the students from having the knowledge of foreign languages. So I collected some CVs, that is some 25 CVs from our students, and handed over to the Intelligence Bureau of Government of India. So we all know that there are opportunities and there are options for any kind of studies or any kind of disciplines which are there in the universities, in the colleges, and so on. We can't say that this particular subject is better than the other one. This one is inferior to the other one. No, you should not say like that. Whatever subject is there, naturally, there are options. But the thing is that, as I told earlier, there is competition. There is no doubt about it. The job market is competitive in nature, and it is very challenging, because we always say that there should be a matching job. We call it as job matching. The student will have some particular desires in her mind or in his mind, and the companies may have their own job descriptions. We call it as JDs, that is job descriptions. When they bring in, they may give some eligibility conditions or skills and other things. It has to be matched. So naturally, the companies, when we conduct the recruitment drives, when it is over, when the job fairs are over, the companies usually give us the feedback. So say that the students are good, but they need to be polished a bit more. They need to be articulative a bit more. Their employability is a bit less in the lower end. So they usually give a lot of feedbacks to us. We try to bridge the gap in the campus in order to make our students better off when we conduct the next recruitment drive and so on. So we must understand that the job market is highly competitive. So what is the role of an educator? we must intervene into the good of the students, and we must help them to come out of their problems and other things. As I told earlier, the skill gap is a big issue, because even now I have been a member of board of studies for the last 4-5 years in different departments, in future studies department, in economics department. I'm a board of studies member in some of the autonomous colleges. So when I sit through that sessions, especially the syllabus revision sessions, I usually have very huge fights with my colleagues, because they usually bring back the syllabus to the traditional mode only, because they say that the teachers need to know how to teach all those things. I always make it a point that the skills must be incorporated into the syllabus of the universities, of the different autonomous colleges. Then only these students will be equipped to capture the jobs which are awaiting for them in the market. So the skill gap is a huge issue we have in our curriculum. We have in our delivery systems and so on. Yes, the skill may be there, and sometimes the teachers may not be that much equipped in order to impart the skills to our students. So it is our duty also to upgrade our skills. Okay, we need to learn more. We need to find out which are skills our students need, and how we need to enhance our skills or upskill our skills. Or sometimes we may need to reskill our skills. You may have that skill, but you may need to polish your skills so that we can be useful to our students. So this is a very short intervention as far as the role of educator is concerned. But when we stand before the students, naturally the students ask for some tips. Okay, they ask for some easy ways or something like that, or shortcuts in order to reach the jobs. Some students have an idea of, because we have the techno park very nearby. A lot of companies, they are there in the techno park, and some students, they may ask me that can we get into some of the MNCs which are there in techno park. So I asked why you are very much concerned about that MNCs especially. The jobs are there, not in the MNCs but also in some other Indian companies also. So what they say is that I want to go to Australia. So if I get into any companies which is working in Australia, I can go to Australia. So the students will have different kinds of aspirations or motivation when they come to you. So we need to find out what all things they need, and we may have to give some tips to the students, because the students are actually slowly transitioning from their campus to career. Actually, when I was teaching in future studies department in 2019, when I was there, we started a new program called MSc Data Science. Okay, so when we framed that syllabus, we made it very much important, and we invited the people who are there in the industry, because the data science is a new subject, and we invited 10 industries to the department, and we took printouts of the syllabus, and we distributed among them. We brought them physically. We haven't sent it over email. We physically brought them to the campus, and we gave them the printouts, and we also sat with them. Okay, we sat with the industries. So what they started telling after browsing through the syllabus we prepared, they made huge comments. They made very relevant comments, and they told us that it is very important to have the internships incorporated in the syllabus. So what we did, in the second semester, 1 month, the student will go to the company. That student must be there in a company, and it was very difficult for us to to do it. It is very easy to write things in the syllabus, but when we try to put it in practice, it is not that much easy, because the companies, they do not need students for 1 month. They need students for 3 months or 6 months, because for if it is a longer time only, the companies can make the student to work, and they can test whether the student is good or not. So what we did, we gave the internship of 6 months in the last semester. Last semester there were no papers, no subjects to be taught in the class. So the student is sent to the companies. So the students, they went there, they sat with the people who are there in the company. They have the tag and they have a seat in the company, and they learned along with the company people. And about 50% of the students got placements even before they finished their PG. So that is a great experience, live experience I went through when we were teaching in future studies department, because that is actually something like transitioning of a student from the campus to career. That is not an easy process, but as far as the student is concerned, when the student is in the campus itself, that person is getting a taste of what the corporate is, how to behave in a corporate, what is the demand of the corporate. So naturally, that transition is very important, because in colleges, that student may be very in a light manner. They may come to the class, may not come to the class. They may engage in some activities which you conduct, but when you are there in the company, you can't be like that. There are rules and other things. So you need to be a learner. You need to be a contributor. You need to be a professional in the area. So that transitioning must happen when that student is in the campus itself. And naturally, in the case of data science, we could push the students into the companies. Yeah, but when I moved to economics department, that is not happening. Very few students get opportunities to do internships. That again in some academic institutions, not in the companies. So that kind of issues are there. Still, these students are there with us. So we can help them to have their personal growth and development. And naturally, many of the students are very much shy. They may not be good in speaking. So as you know, the communication skills are very much important for the students. We can do a lot of things. For example, in our internal marks, we keep a component for seminars. So in most of the cases, the seminars will be conducted in a very casual manner. But if you give something more, I usually do that. I give them some case studies, and I ask them to present it, and ask them to play a role, ask them to take a position. And I ask them to do a role play of that particular case, so that they come, they use their hands, they use their body. Not only they are going for they may not be that much very much giving importance to the communication only, but they will be very much concerned about their physique, body, language, as well as the gestures and so on. So we can do that. We can pull them out of the comfort zones and can do it. And also, the professional identity is also very important for the students, because we can help them in order to find out which profession they are good in, and what kind of profession they can be in the future, and that will lead to map them all the goals and all the opportunities which are there outside. And also, we have some important thing with the students. That is, we must ask the students to go for networking. I'll show you an example, because we have some new generation courses in the campus, because the government policy is like that. So in commerce department, we started a program called MCOM in global business operations. Okay, so why that program was started? Because we all know that Vizhinjam port, there is a port in Trivandrum district, and that is going to commission next year. So the university thought that if we have a program for logistics in our campus, our students can get job opportunities in the ports, not only in Vizhinjam port but also in other ports. So I asked them to prepare a material. So I hope you can see this. They prepared a brochure, and we send it to all the different ports, not only the Vizhinjam port, but also the different other ports in India. So the students only collected information. I gave the emails to the different ports and so on. So this is very important. If the students know where they can be there after their studies, then we must help them to make the networks. And you can ask the students to find mentors in the corporate, so that they can get much idea about what is actually happening in the in the corporates, in the companies, and so on. And another thing is that the students may be very much good. Our experience is that when we ask them to give a resume, they may be very much poor about it. So what I did in the last 2 years, I conducted around 80 programs just for the students on how to write a resume. 2-3 sessions I conducted for the students to write a resume in an open software called Canva. So I gave them technical support. I brought the technical person to teach the students. Now the students are coming up and they make very good resumes. So when I ask the students to make resumes, nowadays they are good in this. I think you can see that they make very colorful resumes using Canva and other things. And when some companies they approach me, I can give them these profiles in a easy manner. So in each departments of a college or a university, if we can prepare a profile ready for the companies which are approaching us, then it will be very easy for us to bring the companies to the campus, because the companies do not have much time. We may take a lot of time to give the information to the companies, but when the companies come, they need the profile of the students very fast, so that they will glance through that, what all skills are there with the students, and how and whether the students are apt for them. They will go through it. They'll just glance through it, and they just pick the students who are very much useful for them. Okay, so these kind of very crafting the resume, as well as the covering letter, and what the companies they say is that they do not need the students with high marks. The students who are ready to learn, the students who will stay back and learn what the company needs, they are ready to take that. So that is what the companies say. But that must be brought into light, and the companies must be convinced about the strength of the student, and how the student can work in the corporate atmosphere, and so on. And sometimes the students will be very much good in writing and preparing a resume, maybe good in technical things, they may be good in technical skills, and so on. But at the same time, when it comes to the talking part, that is, the companies, usually I have 2-3 experiences with very high level companies. They approached me First, they asked to give a list. I gave them a list of 500, 600 students. Yeah. Then they told me that they are going to conduct an online examination. So what they do is that for one examination, the company is paying something around 150 rupees. Okay. So they are very much concerned about the number of students. They usually come back to me. They will be asking whether the students will take the exam, that kind of things. So I need to answer all those things. Then, they conduct the online examination and they gave me a list of the students. So I communicated with the students and the company came to the campus for campus placements. I thought the company is going to conduct an interview, but they asked me for a bit of papers, a set of papers and a lot of pens. And they made the students to sit in a hall and they gave offline examination. The students were not prepared for that. Okay, the students thought that they are going to have an interview, and the company didn't tell me that they are going to have an offline test. So the students came and they struggled a lot because they were not prepared for writing an examination. So these kind of rounds will be there while the recruitment processes are going on. So after conducting that examination, again they filtered the students and they came out with 14 students. And at the end of the day, at 8 o'clock at evening, they told me that they have chosen 8 students. You can see that I started with something around 600 students and I got only the offer letter of 8 students. So this much filtering process is happening in the corporate world. So the students must be prepared for anything. If it is a technical position, I conducted one test, one recruitment for the computer science students. The company, they made the students to write the codes. Okay, code in the papers. They gave the paper and they asked the students to write the code. The students couldn't write the codes. Okay, and that HR person, he was telling that it is a sheer waste coming to your campus. That kind of I need to listen to all those things. And I asked the students, why you people are not writing all those things. They told me that if we were given the computers, we would have done it. Okay, so that is the answer they gave me. So, but when it comes to a recruitment process, we can't. The students are not the masters. The companies are the masters. So they may make the students to go through the different steps. May go to different rounds. They may ask the students to write offline examinations. They may ask the students to do some technical things. Maybe some. I have an experience with the physics department. They ask the students to draw the circuits. Okay. So if the circuits are okay, then only the students are asked for the HR interview. Okay, so that kind of things are there. It's not only the interviews. It is also sometimes the technical rounds will also be there. So the students must know how to face an interview, how to talk with the companies, how to deal with the HR person, human resource manager, how to deal with a technical person. You deal with these two people in a different manner. And also the student should able to dress properly. They should bring the sufficient number of CVs, that kind of things the student has to know, and we can help them in doing all those things. Okay, so this is only a small picture on the steps to choose a career. So you can ask the students to assess. So this is not a tough thing, because if you have if you have 5 minutes, you can ask the students to assess the student. And also there are a lot of online platforms available in order to test what are the skills there with the students. So that kind of assessment the student can himself or herself can do. Likewise, they can make a list of the occupations. I usually ask my students to keep a notebook and write all the job opportunities come before them. And you need not apply all those things, but if you write all the opportunities in a notebook, even if you have not applied, even if you are not interested in that particular jobs, but you will be having a list of occupations which the student can go through, which the student can explore, which the student can choose among the different occupations before him. Okay, and also the students must have informational interviews. I usually bring the people from companies to interact with the students. Last year, especially the last academic year, the companies like Ernst and Young, they came to our campus, and also some biochemical companies, they have come. So different types of companies are there. If you ask them to come to the campus, they will come and conduct some sessions and go. So the students can ask very, very relevant questions right to the companies. So that kind of interactions with the companies, we call it as industry academia interactions. So that kind of interactions actually help a lot. We also learn a lot. So then only the students will be choosing a career. Then if you choose a career, then you can ask the students to set the goals, because it is a roadmap. You can't build a career in one day. You can't build a career in 1 year. It is a long-term process. What you want to become, then you have to keep the milestones. Then only you can achieve that one, and you can reach the place which you want. So these are some of the techniques, tools, or tips the students can be made aware of while they are there with us as students and we as educators. So let me conclude very fast. As I told earlier, I have been working as the placement officer in University of Kerala. We have certain objectives, like we try to create awareness among the students. So these are only the high sounding objectives. And how we convert all these things, it is not only me which is there in the team. In each department there is a coordinator, and that person will be informing what all the opportunities are there, what are the needs in that department. The need of the English department will be different from that of the need of the Malayalam department. So I personally contact each and every coordinator, and we try to achieve the objectives we have set over here. And next thing is, we conduct. I told that I conducted around programs of different hue and color. That some programs. Even today, I conducted a program at 5 o'clock. It's about the staff selection commission. What are the exams they are conducting? What are the type of posts they are recruiting? That kind of things. A person from staff selection commission only came, and that lady interacted with our students for more than 1 hour. So these kind of programs, in addition to the competitive exams and other things, we conduct the career option programs, some orientation programs. If you have a phone, you can make the students to look into the different options in his subject. If it is economics, you can just search and you can find hundreds of options for that particular student. So we do that kind of exercises formally and informally among our students. And we also conduct some soft skill training and other things. And we also conduct job fairs. The last one was in June. Around 1,200 students, not only from the university, from outside also, have come, and we conducted about 125 students got jobs. So why I'm saying all those things, it's not my achievements or something like that. And these are the students who are recruited. These students are actually the final year students. And the most interesting part is that 8 of the students are from physics department. You can't believe that campus placements are happening in Department of Physics, in Department of Chemistry, in Department of Sociology. Yes, we can do it. But the only thing is that we must reach out and bring the companies, and when we bring the companies, we must also polish our students in order to keep our students better before the companies. Likewise, we had last year the NAC reaccreditation. We had our third cycle, and we were awarded with a double plus grade. And one of the things which we could project before the NAC peer team was that we could achieve very high level of student progression. For example, this I just took two slides we prepared in Department of Economics. So this is the second slide we have used. That is, our alumni. Alumni includes a lot of IAS officers, like 8 IAS officers, and the most important alumni was Gigi Thompson, who was the former chief secretary of Kerala, and former DGP actually came from our department, and very very famous professors, director of or vice chancellor of NIAPA. These kind of people are there. So we project all those things. Why we could secure a double plus. The reason is that we try to project what are our achievements from the point of view of placements. Okay, and you can see this is another criteria. Those who are there in education, everyone knows that we have a criteria on student support and progression. From economics department only, three of our students actually cracked the Kerala Administrative Service. So that means we could able to highlight all these things. Kerala Administrative Service, around 100 people only got recruitment, and of that, 3 are from our department, from the Department of Economics. We have our students who cracked the IES examination, they cracked IRS examination, and so on. So these kind of projections we could make, and that is the reason why we are able to achieve that level, or we have something around 3.61. That is the value we had, and it is not easy to have the success in life. We all know that it is not magic, it is not miracle, but at the same time, many of our students are there in this area only. They are not interested in anything. So some students may be there in this part, that is, even though they are good in a lot of things, they say that I can't. But you should able to make them to shift to the upper level. That is, they must say I want to do. How then they will start asking how can I do. At that time, we have a very very big role to play. Then they will start trying it. Then they feel that I can do that. Even today I got a message from one of my students. She got an appointment in one of the companies in Technopark as financial associate. So that students, I counseled them. I gave them counseling sessions for 2 or 3 times, and they tried to improve themselves, and now she got appointment, and she's there in one of the good companies in Technopark. So this is what we can do as an educator. And we must remember that our students have immense potential. Their potential is enormous, and only thing we need to tell them, yes, we all say that it is not the hard work, it is the smart work. Nowadays the companies are looking at. But at the same time, as far as the individual is concerned, we can see that there is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. As I showed earlier, each step is very much important, and going up each step needs a lot of effort, lot of willpower, and so on. So we must able to say that there is no shortcut to success. And if we are able to convince that with our students, naturally our students will be successful, and they will be successful in their careers. And also it is not difficult for them to land in the right jobs, because jobs are plenty, but at the same time our students must be there in the right job. Okay, so then only you can say that that person is successful, and only through very hard work, and only through the right work we can make the student to success, and there is no shortcut to success. And I wish you all success in every way to everyone. Good luck to all the educators who have gathered today. And I'm so happy to share my experiences today evening. Thank you for listening. If I have gone, or if I have said something wrong, please pardon me. And you can also ask questions. I think there must be some time for discussion also. Thank you for the wonderful opportunity. Thank you. I hope it was useful. Yeah.
Thank you, Christabell ma'am, for the energetic and informative talk. I feel the energy is contagious and definitely spreading on us, especially teachers. And now we are moving to the question and answer session. Participants can message questions in the Google chat box, or you can unmute yourself and ask questions directly to the speaker. Ma'am, I have one question.
That,
How you coordinate all these departments
yeah.
for the placement drives and such career-oriented things?
Yes. That's a big big task actually. In 2020, I was appointed as this convener. We have 43 departments in the campus. Not only because Jisha madam, you know that this is not the only campus. Our departments are scattered in 5 different places, 5 different campuses. So I requested my VC to give me one person each from each department. So he called me personally to his office. He asked me, if you have a team of this much big group, how will you coordinate? I told him that each department has its own needs, because they only know what is the skill of the students, what the students really required from the placement cell. So I convinced my vice chancellor, and he gave me the order. So I prepared, I collected the list from the departments. A person who is willing in this activity, they actually stand with me, because apart from me, there are 43 people who are working for the placements in the university. So that is a great lesson I learned, because I learned a lot of things from them, because they give a lot of feedbacks. They give, sometimes they may be critical about some of the activities we conduct. They may at the same time, they are very much encouraging. They give me wholehearted support, so that I can conduct about 100 programs. You can see that most of the programs are physical programs. Only 10% of the programs maybe webinars or online programs. All the other programs are physical programs. The physical programs needs a lot of effort, and my colleagues, they are helping me a lot. And the second thing is that I have a handful of students. When I ask some students to do work with me, some students are very much happy to do that, right? That students actually are benefited out of it. One of two students I told you earlier, they learned a lot, like designing, coordinating, even they are good in technical skills and other things. Likewise, I took some interns from some of the departments, especially from MBA, business administration department. They are good in that. They are good in talking, and they collected information about the companies and they gave it to me. So the students are also part of the whole thing, and it is not that much easy to coordinate everyone. Still, I try to find some time for the placement cell every day. I try to be in connection with the companies who come to me, or I may connect them over email or WhatsApp or something like that, so that it is happening. And we also keep a Telegram channel. Every day we post the job opportunities, or the career related information into the channel. It is not only me; some of my colleagues are also supporting me. They also provide the information, so it is a repository of information, so that the students are there. Around 4,000 students are members of that particular Telegram channel. So we are using the technical or the new technology, as well as the group work, the teamwork, in order to make the things happen.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
And two more queries. Is
Yeah.
there any language skill development programs at Kerala University campus? And the second one, and about occasional trainings happening there.
Language skills means, can you make it clear a bit more?
Spoken language
Spoken
skill.
English. Actually, for
Or foreign languages.
yeah, there are programs. If you are interested in German, we are conducting a short term program, which is equivalent to the A1 and B1 level, if I'm not wrong. Because the university is providing certificates for that, for German, and we are conducting programs such as functional Malayalam for the foreign students. The foreign students are there. About 150 students are there in the campus. So we help them to survive in the stage, and we give them functional Malayalam courses, and departments like Hindi, and I think Sanskrit. They are also conducting some language related programs under the purview of placement cell. I conducted 2-3 programs on content writing, because content writing is a highly valued placement opportunities for the students who are from language background. But it was actually a surprising thing when I conducted the program. Some students from science background also came, and I asked, what is the motivation of you to participate in this program? They say, we write some science articles and so on. So we want to improve our writing skills. So we want to know what are the technical things which are there in content writing. So they also participated in that program. So we can do a lot of things, and we are conducting that kind of things. And it is not easy, as somebody has asked me. That is, I would like to know how you balance your academic roles and duties with the intense training and corresponding time. Yeah, that is there. See.